Hey, this is Connie with Clicky Chick Creates, and I'm excited to plan November. I feel bad for November because everybody goes from Halloween and is super excited to move to Christmas. But I want to have some fun with November. So let's get started. I'm going to incorporate some leaves. Actually, I'll show you some of the stickers that I made. This mission board one, I really am loving this kind of leaf pattern, and I also did peacocks, but I'm going to focus on some leaves for the mission board. So I'm going to use that, and then we'll go through some of these stickers in a little bit. But let's get started. I'm like super hyped and eager to jump in and make some prettiness here. So I'm going to use, again, I'm using what I have on hand. I'm using some older stamps. I think these are from probably a couple years ago. I had hoped to find some itty bitty leaf stamps, and I honestly just haven't even had a chance to go shopping, unfortunately. So I'm going to use what I have. I'm going to use both of those stamps. I did want something smaller, so I might actually use those as well. These little kind of, they look almost like little berries. So I'll use those if they ever get unstuck from my fingers. And I'm also going to use this one here. So these are, yeah, really old stamp sets that I picked up, I think at least 2 or 3 years ago. And I'm just trying to use what I have, and I might use some of these Bo Bunny ones. They're super cute with scrolls and text. Let me see what I do here first. So I have a piece of paper to just kind of protect the back for when I go off the edges so I don't get other pages inky and yucky. And I'm using, let's see, have to have my coffee, but I'm looking for these blocks actually. So I'm going to be using, I think Shabby Shutters. I'm not sure if I'm going to use Shabby Shutters or peeled paint. I have a feeling it's going to be Shabby Shutters, but I'm going to use, I believe that, Evergreen Bow, and then either Seedless Preserves or Dusty Concord. I'm going to test out a few pieces right now just to see what I'm liking. I think this one I'm going to use with Seedless Preserves. I think that'll be a nice match. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I think that's going to be super pretty. So I'm going to use these two together. I'm not even going to check the other one because I think the other one is more of a deeper purple. This one has a little bit of the fuchsia in it. So I'm going to go with that one. For this stamp, actually, let me grab another block. There it is. It was hiding back here. Okay, so I'm going to use this block and this stamp. And again, this is Evergreen Bow. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. So I will use those two together, and then I'm going to take a look to see how this one looks with Shabby Shutters. Yeah, I think that's a good match. If I end up doing, I'll show you the peeled paint just to show you, but I have a feeling this is going to be too dark in comparison. Yeah, that's a lot deeper, darker. So I'm going to go with the Shabby Shutters. That one back. And I'm just going to stamp around. I'm going to end up using these stickers to cover up a lot of these pieces, so it's going to be okay that things go over the squares. And I'm just going to make it look like just foliage all the way around. I'm going to kind of try to emulate this sticker here. Let me come in closer. So you see how the foliage is all the way on the edges? I'm going to try and do that same look. Make sure my focus is back on track, and I'm just going to stamp that off to make sure I get all the peeled paint color off of there. I had a little something on there. Okay. All right. So I'll just fast forward this part. So let's just get busy. And the one thing I will say is, again, going off the edge, it just, as opposed to like coming in from the edge and stamping, you know, and having kind of a white border all the way around, when you go off the edge, it just looks like it was made that way. So that's what we're gonna do. Realize I'm gonna end up hitting that edge, so I'm trying to be sure that my stamp is as close to the edge as possible. I don't know if you ever watched The Bachelorette with Juan Pablo, and he would always say, "It's okay, it's okay." Hope I'm not driving you guys crazy saying, but that's okay. Oh, I got a little smudge there. Say it with me, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna grab a wipey. I'm definitely better with stencils than I am with stamping. I am gonna move this in a little bit, just so I don't get too crazy on the edges. And I'm gonna do another one right here. Okay, I think that's actually good with this stamp. I'm not gonna put it away quite yet because I'm feeling I will probably come back and do a little bit of filling in. But let's move on to our next stamp and our next color. So again, this is Evergreen Bow, or Bow. I never know how to pronounce that. Isn't that silly? I'm just going to overlap them a little bit. So the properties of the Distress ink are to have kind of areas that are more pungent and areas that are lighter. So you're not going to get like a real even tone. But that's one of the things that I absolutely love about the Distress inks, is just the variation in the tones, and I always think they're just so pretty. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to come in and fill in some more because this green isn't going to totally fill. But let's just start putting in some goodies. Now you know why I like using this little cube, because I'm a horrible stamper and I go making these crazy lines all the time with the big blocks. So every time I just kind of move these around and just bring it in at a different angle, and that gives some variation. Oh, I think that looks so pretty. Yay. You know, sometimes you have a vision in your head and you don't really know how it's going to turn out. It's always such a pleasant surprise when it turns out nicely. Yeah, I'm liking that. Yay. Okay, so I'm just looking to see where I want to kind of fill in some of the gaps. Oh, yay, I like it. Fabulous. I am going to put in some on this edge. It's a little hard, obviously, because of the edge here, to get all the way to the edge. But I'm going to try and just drop some in, kind of like they're falling leaves. Yay. All right. I like it. So again, just using kind of old leaf stamps that I had from previous years. And again, I know that there were some girls that found some really cute leaf stamps. So if anybody is looking for them, they are out there. This is my crazy time with photography and volunteer stuff at school. So as much as I love to shop and also making a ton of stickers, I have not had time to do a lot of shopping for my crafty stuff. And also my favorite scrapbooking store is no longer a brick and mortar store. So that just makes it hard to kind of pop in and see what's up and find some fun stuff. So anyway, all right, here we go. I'm just going to clean off my hands because I know I have a little bit of ink on there. just to make sure I don't get inky fingers all over my page. Yeah, I do like this. That line is bugging me right there. I think I might try to cover it up with this stamp here. See if that'll do anything. Let's hope I don't go from good to like horrific. I already see I got smudges on this, so I'm going to clean that off before I even go near my paper. Try to make sure I don't get any of that anywhere else. I'm actually going to try and follow the line of it so that it kind of camouflages it. All right, that's as good as it's going to get. Okay. And now sticker time. Ooh, yay. I like. And now what I want to do for my week spread. So I'm going to do the same idea with the leaves up here. But for this one, I am going to actually cover up my dates. And I ended up figuring out that if I use these multi-use labels, this is what I started using as stickers when I started in the planner world. I would use these. So they are removable, they're easy. Funny enough, my husband and I used to own a boutique in the Hotel del Coronado years and years ago. And when we bought the store, we bought it from an elderly couple that was ready to retire. And this is what they would use for their pricing. It was really a tiny boutique. Oh, and these stars are on here just because I was using them for an example for a class, which I ended up not using these. So they've just been kind of hanging out, waiting. So sorry, my brain is going in two different directions. But the class I will say that I was using these for was for Planner Love. And that class was in September, and the replays of the class just came out for sale this week for only $29 for all 7 classes with amazing planner girls. So totally you have to look into that. I will link it up in the comment section, but it's the Planner Love replays and they're just $29 for 7 hours of class, which is phenomenal. So all right, so I put these down. So what I was going to say about the little shop owners, they were the just cutest, sweetest elderly couple. And we really lucked out being able to buy that business from them. And unfortunately, we weren't able to keep the shop as the property management decided to take over all the retail space. So all the little independents got the boot. But I loved having that shop, and these were our price stickers. So I had a bunch when I started in the planner community, and then just ended up buying more as I needed them. But they're great little stickers. Okay, so I'm going to use the 2 smaller stamps I was already using and the berries. So I think the berries I will do in the seedless preserves. So I'm going to start with these 2 stamps that I have, and I'm going to do the same colors. The evergreen bow for the, I don't know, what would you say, kind of almond-shaped leaf? Huh. Just had an idea. I'm going to try something different. I'm switching my mind. I haven't done this in the Inkwell, but let's play. I'm going to use Jet Black Stays On, and I'm going to try and watercolor the leaves instead of stamping them with the color. I'm going to try and watercolor. Ooh, this is scary. But you know what? It's not really that scary because this is the first week in November. And if for some reason it just doesn't come out, then next week I will do something different. But I'm going to have fun for now. Hi, Bubbies. My dog popped in to say hello. So I'm just going to do this all around, different directions, coming in. I'm going to flip it so this is a little higher so I'm not hitting that as much. And then I'm going to switch to the other leaf. And since I'm already on this side, I'll go ahead and just stay here. Oh, I just realized that's going to be solid. Ooh, hadn't thought about that part. Okay. This one I will do in the green itself. Okay, so let me take this one off and let me put this guy on. I have a feeling that one's going to be solid as well. Oh no, so I will be able to do the coloring with that one. So I'm going to fill, sorry, I'm totally thinking this through on the fly. I am actually going to try this leaf. I have a feeling this is just going to be so big. But let's give it a try. Not only is it ginormous for this block, but it's a big stamp. But we'll see, because I think that'll look pretty colored in. Okay, and I think I am going to fill in some spots. Do I want to fill in with the leaves or do I want to fill in with... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do some masking. Okay, so play along with me. I know I'm going all over the place, but I'm going to stamp 2 of those, and I'm going to stamp 2 of the kind of almond-shaped leaf. Okay. And I'm going to cut these out. So I'm going to try and come in as close as possible on this cut because I'm going to use this as a mask. And I'm actually not going to worry about the stem because that is so teeny tiny. I talk so slowly when I'm crafting and videoing. I'm sorry if it drives you guys nuts. I swear I normally don't talk that slowly. I normally feel like I'm like amped up on too much coffee when I talk, but for some reason when I'm crafting, I really take my time. You girls probably either find this therapeutic or it drives you bananas. All right, on that one, I'm going to see if I could get away with just using 1 because they're spread out enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to use these as masks. So let me grab, let me cover up even, oh shoot, I still have to do the other side. Ugh. Alright, I'm going to come back over here onto this side so that I can fill this in as well before I make too many changes. Right, so let me bring this right here and use this big leaf in some of these spots before I swap out stamps and colors and all that jazz. That didn't stamp though, but that's okay. It actually works to my benefit because I wasn't masking any of these. All right, that should be good. So now what I'm going to do is use these masks. So I'm going to go over that area where it was, or where I have one, and I'll put that there. And now I'll use, I'll try and clean this off first, because that stays on, really does stay on if you let it stay on too long. Okay, so now I'm going to use, I'm going to close that one up, and then I'm going back to the one that was solid. Where did I stamp it? I think it was on the other sheet. And I'm going to use the Shabby Shutters. And so I'm masking that and that. So I'm going to come in with this one right there. Most of it went on the sticker. But you can see when I move those, it ends up looking like it's kind of coming from behind. So I'm going to mask that again and mask this. It's breezy today. My blinds are making some funny noises. Feels nice to actually have some fall weather coming here to San Diego. It's been like perpetual summer. All right, and same thing, just going to stamp there. And let me see, I'm going to put this guy over here. And actually remove this one. Probably shouldn't have started in the middle. I should have started one end to the other. I know it probably looks really kind of chaotic, doesn't it, right now? But if it turns out, ooh, it got dark. The sun is hiding. But if it turns out the way that I'm envisioning, it's going to look really pretty. So bear with me. Okay, so now clean this off again, set that aside. All right, so now what I'm going to do is using my water brush. Like I said, I haven't water brushed in my Inkwell, so I'm hoping that the paper is so thick that I can't imagine it won't fold up nicely, but we shall see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the seedless preserves that I had used, and I'm going to smoosh. That's a very technical term. I'm going to take my ink pad, and here on my craft mat, I'm just going to smoosh some on there. This is a water brush. It's the Detail Nibbler. It has the real fine tip. Let's see if we can see this. Oops, where am I? There we are. So it has that real fine tip. The other one that I have has a real broad tip. Where am I? So I'm using the detail nib just because I want to make sure that I get all the details nicely. And so I'm going to squeeze out some water and kind of mix in the color. And I'm just going to do these leaves. Ooh, I should probably keep this on the edge. Actually, no, I'm not, because I don't know if that's going to make it bleed more or bleed less. We shall see, though. I was like, why is that so dense there? But it's the sticker. Ooh, and I didn't think about the sticker, if it's going to end up bleeding heavily or not. Again, this is a huge experiment, so we shall see what happens here. All right, I think I got all of the purple ones over there. Come over here and do the purpley ones. And you can see whether you have more water or more color, what that does to your watercolor. And I'm just kind of really loosely doing this. I'm not being a real artist or anything. I'm just kind of messy coloring. Swap that back here just to make sure nothing goes off the edge onto the pages in the back. Not so much from a bleeding standpoint, but from the edges. If you look at my planner, all my edges have tons of color. All right, so then in order to clean this, you just squeeze out water and kind of clean your brush in it, and then just keep squeezing out water until it runs clear. And I'm good. I'm just going to grab that wipey and clean off the rest of this. That's one of the things that I love about this craft mat is voila, it's clean. So easy. All right, so now I'm going to do that real technical smoosh again. This is with the evergreen bow, and same thing, going to squeeze out water and start picking up some color. And I like how kind of vibrant it is, so I'm going to not do too much water with these. Okay, awesome. And again, going to squeeze this until it runs clear. First clean that off.
This is my beautiful daydream. Won't you come right with me to...
And these brushes are super easy to fill up. You just untwist that part and then squeeze it into like either a cup of water, squeeze it, or under the faucet. Super easy. This, I want to say these are not the cheapest things, I mean, but they're not pricey. I think they're under $15. But I love how well they hold up and how much I'm able to use them. So definitely recommend this. I'll have it listed in the links below. I think that looks so pretty. Oh, I just smeared that. Me and my fingers that always smear my goods. This is insane. I guess it wouldn't be one of my pages if I didn't smear it, right? Okay, but I love it. Oh, it's getting dark again. The sun is playing peekaboo with me. All right, I love that. All right, now to start decorating and using up some stickers. All right, so again, because I was doing the whole leaf kind of vibe, I wanted to use this set. So let me get started down here.
This is my beautiful daydream.
So it bled through just a little bit, but nothing major. I'm going to easily be able to cover that up when I do that side of the page. And here I'll just have to do something fun. So it did bleed just a touch, but I love the way that looks. Let me give you a closer look. Isn't that so pretty? Seriously, I'm loving that. Yay! All right, well, I hope you're inspired to have some fun. I'm going to fill in the rest of my week as we go, and thanks so much for watching. Totally appreciate it. As always, if you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit this little subscribe button, there will be information listed on all the goodies that I used, from the stamps to the stickers to the inks to all that good stuff. So look for that. Hit the show more info. And if you wanted to purchase any stickers, there will be a coupon code below as well, so look for that in the show more info. All right, thanks so much again for watching. Oh, and make sure you check out Planner Love as well, because that is only on sale through this Friday at the $29 price, and then it's will no longer be at that price. I don't know if it'll definitely go up to the $79 or if it's just not going to be open for purchase. And the classes will not be available for individual purchase. So this is a fantastic price. All right. So I think that's it. If you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comments. And if there's anything that you're interested in seeing, definitely let me know. I love getting crafty with my planner and sharing good stuff with you girls. All right, thanks so much. Happy, wonderful fall, November. Many blessings. And we will be back again soon. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.